What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL Showdown video with your boy. I'm excited to get into this, man. I like this game a lot. Game script is pretty easy, to predict here. So I'm really loving the way that I'm going so far. It was another amazing week for the squad. Week 11 was amazing. For anybody who's like, oh, you always say that, but you never show proof. Follow me on Twitter at cam_ATL, please. I mean, I've told y'all a million times. Every single day, almost. I get comments on YouTube videos talking about, you talk about how you win, but you never show proof. Dude, I post it every single night on Twitter, y'all. All right, I announce when I lose and I announce when I win on Twitter, okay? I'm not going to make a YouTube video every night saying, "Hey guys, got my ass whooped today," cuz y'all would love that shit. Y'all would eat that shit up. Be like, "Oh, Cam lost. You suck." You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, come on. Stop with the normal shit that y'all always do. Like at this point, you can't like at this point, the squad obviously like dominates majority of the time. You know what I mean? So y'all don't really say I suck anymore. I don't really get the you suck comments anymore because that's just stupid. But now I'm getting the oh you say you won but you didn't post any proof. It's on Twitter. All right? That's the last I'm going to talk about that. Okay? This is the final time I'm going to talk about that. Y'all, if you really have to look for something that hard to try to like disprove me and act like I'm not really good and I say this and I say that, then just follow me on Twitter at cam_ATL if you need your little proof and just move on. Okay. But, anyways, it was an amazing week. We smashed once again. The first couple years of the NFL season were rough, but we came right back and we have absolutely been destroying the rest of the year. It's been a huge season for us, man. So, if you didn't get week 11 and you missed out once again, then make sure to hit up greenlightdfs.com and before this Monday Night Showdown, and you'll get Monday Night Showdown included to your Week 12 package. All right. Thank you guys for joining me, anyways, man. Shout out to everybody who's in here that doesn't tell me that I suck. And yeah, let's go ahead and get straight to it. I'm not gonna keep up too much of your time, man. I literally recorded this entire video already, and then my laptop died right when I was at the end, so I'm having to redo it. So shouldn't take too much time. At cam_ATL on Twitter for everybody who wants to know if I really win or not. All right, and let's go ahead and get straight into this. Starting off at captain. So first and foremost, you guys know how I like to do showdowns. I like to predict whether it is what kind of game script it's going to be because it's super important for showdown slates. Remember, this is just one game you're trying to build for. So not only do you have to kind of find those lowish owned guys, but you have to oh my god, my fucking computer's tripping today. Anyway, you have to find those lowish owned guys, but you also got to get this game script right. You pretty much have to get this game script right because if you build for one type of game script and it goes the other way, you're probably going to lose. So, if you can predict the game script right, you build accordingly and then you should be good. So, with that in mind, I mean, we got to expect Tampa Bay to be pissed off and come out and dominate, right? I mean, that's the way I see it. I see Tampa Bay having a big lead here. So we're probably going to see a ton of Leonard Fournette. We're probably obviously going to see Tom Brady bounce back here and really show out. You know, they don't like to pump the brakes after an embarrassing loss like this. We know how Tom Brady's always been, and I expect more of that on this showdown slate. So, with that being said, I like Daniel Jones at captain. You can also go Leonard Fournette there, but you're getting Daniel Jones cheaper at the captain spot than Leonard Fournette is. And honestly, with Daniel Jones playing from behind and his rushing ability, I just really, really like him at captain today. Like I said, I'm expecting Tampa Bay to be up majority of this game. We're going to get some good garbage time action out of Daniel Jones today. And with his rushing ability, he just gives you a solid floor. And if he can get like 3 touchdowns or so and somehow keep this game close, it's going to be a big game out of Daniel Jones, and having him at captain is going to be great because he is, of those core guys, one of the cheaper options. Because you got Leonard Fournette at 15, Daniel Jones is 600 cheaper. If you want to go Godwin for like GPP, you can at 14-1, but if if the game script does happen to be Tampa Bay up big, you're kind of hoping Godwin's like 2 of those touchdowns. You know what I mean? Well, maybe one and over 100 yards would be good enough too. But yeah, I like to build according to game script, and kind of putting Godwin at captain with a blowout situation for Tampa Bay doesn't exactly match my game script that I love, especially at captain. So Daniel Jones, I really, really like though, because I am expecting him to be behind and have to do a lot with his feet and through the air. Okay. running it back. With that being said, with this game script, Leonard Fournette, you gotta love him, man. He should get a good amount of work here in this game. On top of that, he's been getting solid amount of targets in the pass game as well, which raises his floor even more for Draftkings, which is full point PPR. Leonard Fournette's locked either way for me, whether you put him at captain or put him in the utility. In the flex, you need to put him in regardless. All right. Last but not least, Chris Godwin. I talked about Godwin just a second ago. I don't love putting him at captain, but at the end of the day, I feel pretty, sure that I'm gonna get him in the lineup though, because when you take Antonio Brown off the field for Tampa Bay, Chris Godwin's been absolutely ridiculous. That on top of the fact that Tampa Bay's pissed off, Tom Brady's pissed off, and is probably going to throw easily for over 300 yards tonight. A lot of it's going to go to Godwin, who is his favorite target right now with Antonio Brown off the field. Godwin's been a beast. On top of that, you look at New York's defense. Their secondary is strong on the perimeter, but struggles versus the slot. And that's exactly where Chris Godwin's going to tear him apart. So Chris Godwin's a fantastic option. I really, really like him. I think he will be a big part of them getting the blowout win. I just prefer Daniel Jones in this game script at captain. That's pretty much it. Saquon Barkley is expected to be back. Him coming back off injury, I'm not going to have a ton of exposure. In GPPs, if you want to take a stab because a lot of people won't be on him and maybe he can break a couple long runs and end up hitting some value at a lower snap count, then that's fine. But at the end of the day, he will have a lowish snap count, and I'm not really willing to really risk it. Now, I am more willing to risk it for the receivers of the Giants. Galladay's going to be fine. Tony's going to be fine. Evan Ingram's fine. A guy that sticks out to me as kind of a value here in this situation, and that's going to be with Sterling Shepard out. Where is he? DeAndre Slayton. Darius Slayton, DeAndre. Darius Slayton is a fantastic option to me. When Sterling Shepard's off the field, he's going to see more snaps. He's going to see more targets his way. I really like this spot here for Slayton. And you have to expect that this Tampa Bay defense is going to be paying more attention to Galladay and Tony than they're going to care about Slayton. So Slayton gives you that, garbage time, playing from behind targets guy who shouldn't be getting focused on too much from this Tampa Bay team at only 3-2. So a good little pairing with Daniel Jones. I like that value. There hasn't been a ton of super cheap value I really like on this slate, honestly. None of these guys in the hundreds is really sticking out to me, man. I mean, you can consider Slayton, yes. Not interested in the kicker really, because when you're playing from behind, you're going to go for it more often than kick field goals. So I'm not super interested in Gano. You can go suck up though, which obviously they'll settle for field goals a good bit probably. Booker is a little bit interesting if he in fact plays. Let me see this questionable tag. Listed as questionable, both participate in Saturday's practice, so they're probably both going to be fine. Now, Booker's still going to get an okay amount of run here because Saquon's going to be on a pitch count most likely. So if you want to go for a little punt option here, probably, he's probably going to go out for a lot of passes playing from behind here. So Booker's okay maybe, but I do prefer Slayton obviously as a value guy for New York running it back. But yeah, this is one of those different types of slates, man, because a lot of times we'll have some type of reason for some guy in the hundreds as a punt play. But today I really don't see it. Any guys in the hundreds that I really have any interest in, to be honest with you, man. Really, Slayton's the cheapest I really care to go here. I mean, Giovanni Bernard maybe. On third downs, Giovanni Bernard, who knows? If Giovanni can get in the end zone, if Tampa Bay is on the 40-yard line or so and this third down, throw a little pass to Giovanni and he takes it to the house. I mean, at 1-8, we'll go for it, So Giovanni will be in there on third downs. So he could end up catching a pass and doing okay. I could see him catching 3, maybe 4 passes in this game. So at 1-8, yeah, he's solid value as well. So Slayton and Bernard are my 2 favorite values. And then you've got Suckup as my favorite kicker down here. And then when it comes to the spend-ups, Brady, I don't have a ton of interest in Mike Evans, so that being said, GPPs, I completely understand it, but I'm leaning Godwin predominantly. So Tom Brady paired up with Godwin, really love him. Galladay and Tony and Ingram are all in play because, like I said, GameScript is going to expect a lot of throwing here, so all 3 of these guys are in play. Slayton is my favorite when it comes to point per dollar because he's super cheap down here at 3-2, and you've got Sterling Shepard out, so he is going to get a bump in snaps. And that's about it, y'all. Good luck. GreenlightDFS.com. Join the squad, man. I will see y'all at the top of the slates tonight. All right? Thank you guys for joining me as always, and let's get it. I'm out.